Yo,
Here we are.
we're back.
Back from
Back.
another fucking hiatus.
Yeah, I don't even think. I'm not even telling people that we have a schedule with this.
Yeah, we don't.
I just say this is whenever we want to talk shit
Yeah.
and look like fools, and then that's what we do.
Yeah, basically that's what happens.
Yeah, man, this is cool. I do enjoy doing this though.
Yeah, it's fun.
I do want to keep it. I do
Yeah.
want to keep doing it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's I don't know. It's cool. I mean, podcasts are huge. And
Yeah.
they're just fun. It's fun to talk shit.
It's fun to talk shit, get people in, you know?
Yeah, and you have cool guests. And then
Yeah.
you know that's
That's what
fucking
I'm
cool.
saying. It's like it's not worth fucking deading.
Yeah, I
You know, just do it when you can.
yeah, it's
Because I had a crazy doctor's appointment.
Oh,
I don't know if I should talk about this.
Why?
Because I've been nervous that I've had a fucking lump on my testicle.
Oh no.
And it's been there a long time, you know? And like originally I had this chick doctor and yeah, it's like my primary doctor, and she was like a good looking chick, and she like I like showed it to her and she's like feeling around. She's like, I don't really feel anything, you know, like she's like, everything looks great down there. And I'm like, yo, is she hitting on me right now?
Tell me how great you think it is.
Yeah, I was like, what else can you tell me, you know? So, I mean, that was like years ago that I did it. But then lately, there's been a little bit more pain, you know, like during like sex, like the slapping,
Yeah, like your balls themselves hurt.
like the nut slapping during
Yeah,
sex,
it's like
you know, and like that was like there's a lot more like adjustments that I
Yeah.
have to make, and I was like, oh shit. So I saw like a urologist, and he's like. Now this is like a dude, so I'm like, all right, this guy probably knows what he's doing. You
and I was
know?
like, all right, gross.
Yeah, I was like, don't tell me everything looks great. Fucking.
Hey, it looks great. All right, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
dude.
I was like, don't fucking compliment my dick now. But like, you know, he basically said that like, because it's weird. Like, if I describe it, like, you know, like a testicle looks like an egg, right? And
Yeah.
like at the top or whatever,
The egg tip.
there's like like a cyst or something on it.
Oh,
You
fuck.
know, so they're sending me for a sonogram today, and like Marissa, she's funny because she's like, you better fucking wear underwear during your sonogram. Cause like she doesn't want anyone else to see my dick, you know.
Like, babe,
she's like, there's probably gonna be like nurses there. She's like, that junk is mine. Like, you better wear underwear and just like drop a nut out.
Like, babe, this is like, I don't want you to look at my boyfriend's dick. Oh, your boyfriend's dying. So,
That's what I think I'm like okay right now because like the doctor is like, if you had testicular cancer and you're telling me you've had this thing for fucking years, you would have been dead already.
Yeah.
You would have been gone. Like testicular cancer is like really fast acting.
Is it?
Yeah, like if you have it, like, you know, you got to work on that shit.
I was
right
gonna ask, what are the symptoms? Just ball pain.
Well, yeah, like the way he was telling me, it's like it wouldn't be like a lump on the outside. You feel like hardness on like in the testicle.
Fuck.
You know. So like this dude, he really fucking squeezed hard, dude. He was like he was searching for that fucking hardness, and I was like, come on, man. Like, fucking vice grip hands, you know.
Hey, I just worked on my car.
Yeah. This guy's like a fucking mechanic.
Let me check your sack out.
Yeah.
I just changed my oil.
It's got like fucking, you know, butcher hands or something. So, yeah, I'm going on a fucking sonogram later. That's why we had to miss one, you know. I had the doctor's appointment.
Damn, dude. That's
Yeah.
I think I mean, if they said that it'll be all right, then you're probably all right. You know what I mean?
You know, they just sent like, all right, we'll do the sonogram to check it out and see what's going on. Like, you know, maybe it's something, maybe it's not, you know, but like he basically told me like the cancer, like,
Yeah.
you don't have it, you know. So like I was already like this like a load was off my shoulders, you know, because I was like, I had this thing for years, and I was like, it never fucking hurt, you know.
Yeah, it's scary going into it when you have something like
yeah.
If you go to the doctors and you don't know, it's like actually something alarming.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been lucky, just with like, I mean, we're still young, so you know, it's like health isn't. I'm not saying it's not a priority, but it's like not a pressing issue.
Yeah.
I think you should always take care of yourself, obviously, but it's not like going to the doctors isn't like a regular thing in our lives. You know what I mean?
And like, I'm like a little closer to 40 than you are, where it's like, all right, you got to start like, you know, really taking care of yourself around 40. You know, like that's when you're supposed to get the fucking the finger up the ass and like really like. You know, like my union gives out a full body scan, but you have to be 40 to get it. Yeah. You know, like that. I feel like 40 is like, all right, that's the benchmark.
From what I hear, like 40 is the age where you really see like who's been doing the right stuff for the past 20 years and who hasn't.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with the human body, it's like, you can get away with a lot. It's like really resilient.
It bounces back quick.
It's a fucking super durable thing.
Yeah.
But when shit starts to break, it breaks hard.
Yeah.
Like your body's like, nah, I've been holding it out for you for like 20 years. I'm fucking done, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Now you have this, that, and that wrong with you. Yeah. Forever.
The recovery time, you know, in your 40s, like I feel like that everything just takes longer now. Yeah. You know, like in your 20s, like, you know, you fucking. Like, I think I played a lacrosse game, you know, when I was like 18 or something with a broken wrist.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
that's not happening now.
Yeah. Like, dude, like I fucking just toughed it out, you know? It was like, all right, whatever. There's a little pain there.
And coaches tell you to do that.
Yeah.
So, like, for sure, coaches tell you, like, just tough it out.
Yeah. You know, and, you know, then it's like those things kind of come back to haunt you fucking years later.
Yeah, man. It's I remember when I was like 20, I went for a move. It's called a calf cutter or calf splice, whatever. And I went to do it, and the guy like hipped out the opposite way, and my whole knee like boom just blew up. Yeah. And I was off the mat for like a week, and I was ready to go. Yeah. The same thing with the same move happened when I was like 25, 26, which isn't old at all.
Yeah.
But it took like 6 months. And I was like, what's going on, dude? I went to like a city MD, and I was like, hey, I did the same thing like, I don't know, 5 years ago. Yeah. And I don't know, man, like it's taken way longer to heal. So I think I actually heard something this time. He's like, nah, you're just old. Yeah. Like, you're just getting old. And I was like, fuck you.
You know, you might as well give up. You're just old.
It's it's wild, man. Actually, I had when I was working for Peapod, I remember I jerked off one night and blood was in the cum.
Oh yeah, dude, that happened to me.
And I was like, dude,
we've talked about this before.
Yeah,
never on the podcast, but yeah.
I was fucking terrified, dude.
Dude, that's scary.
That's a terrifying moment.
That's scary.
And
as fuck.
I went into a doctor and I was like, am I dying?
Yeah.
Am I going to die tomorrow? Because that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, how vigorously do you jerk off?
Yeah, dude, that's what I went right on Google after. I was like, fucking, I got to find out like what's fucking going on. And then like after I looked it up, it was just kind of like, yeah, you basically jerked off too hard.
Yeah.
You were just like really going at it.
They call it a one-off.
A one-off.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. He's like, it's just a one-off. I'm like, I'm coming blood.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, that's what I don't get is like, it's like, how can everyone not be taking this seriously? Like, yeah. I'm coming blood, dude.
That's like something in a nightmare.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, stop tugging it so hard.
Yeah.
I was like,
it's
I'm sorry.
Maybe do some foreplay with yourself, you know? Like, slow down a little bit.
Take your sack and like, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, God, dude.
Dude, like, that is a scary fucking moment.
What was I going to say? I was in Mexico.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even know you went to Mexico.
Yeah. I was in Mexico for my cousin's wedding, and I mean, just going back to recovery, like I wasn't doing blow or anything. I was just drinking. I had some edibles, just like a regular thing.
Right.
A regular. That's like a regular night.
Yeah, that's a party weekend. Like going away for a wedding. Destination wedding.
Nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, like that third day of like drinking all day, all night. Like I got home, and I went to like an anxiety attack.
Wow.
And I was like, how am I gonna fly home? I'm not gonna be able to do this flight. Like I had like, and I had calmed myself down. I was like, you've been drinking like all day for 3 days.
Animal, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, really? It affects you? And I had to talk to myself like, well, it does now, Trav. Like that's what it is now. And you're like, fuck. Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah. When you really try to like drink like it's fucking spring break in college, like when you're like mid-30s, like that doesn't happen anymore. That does not take, like, dude. You're just like, it's just like you try and like I think you get like grossed out by it almost. Like, like you like take like a sip on like day 2 or something, day 3, and you're like, oh, I don't really want to do this, and you're like forcing yourself to really like get drunk.
I had to really force myself to kick myself into gear. It was tough. It was like, and then I was like, oh, you have to, because it's like the third day. But I felt bad for this one guy because I was like, I'm doing pretty bad right now. Yeah. And I looked across the pool bar, and there was a dude. He had like that insulin patch.
Oh yeah.
The one that like I think it delivers, or maybe it's like it just reads your insulin levels or something.
No, it delivers shit. It hooks up to an app on your phone.
Yeah. So I guess, but yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And he's just like, you could tell like he was a healthy man. Like you could tell he's had this his whole life.
Yeah.
And he's had to take health precautions his whole life because he was in shape, but like I mean, he was balding. He just had like deep bags under his eyes. Like, he looked like he was like a healthy man who was dying. And I was just like, shit, dude, like this guy, I'm complaining about my shit over here.
Yeah.
This guy's just been dogging it his whole life because he has no choice other than to,
Dude, I was working with a guy and he had one of those things. Like I'm seeing him more and more now. And like, I guess it was like malfunctioning. And there's like a needle tip in there. And it like fucking stabs you and gives you the insulin. And like he was just getting like fucking overdosed with like insulin.
Oh shit!
And he had to like he had to leave work to like go to the hospital. He's like like if you keep fucking getting doses of insulin, you'll like die.
Shit.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think? You think you would die if you had?
Yeah, too much insulin.
Too much insulin.
I think so.
Insulin's just. I mean, no, it's not. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't think it's just sugar, right? Or no?
I think it's like what. Like the thing that like processes sugar, right? I have no idea, And now I seem retarded.
So people explain it to me, and I get it, and then it just goes, and then I don't retain the information long.
Yeah, if it's not like really about me, I don't care.
Is it happening to you? If it's happening to me, then I don't care. If it's not happening to me, then fucking shut up.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I think that's what's great about getting in your 30s. You become like completely okay with your flaws.
Yeah.
Like, I only care about me.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the flaws. Yeah. It's just like, this is who I am now.
Like
you tried to change it once or twice and it didn't fucking work.
Yeah. Relationship with chicks, I'm very affectionate. Me and my girlfriend, we're great. But I'm talking about like little things where it's like, oh, I'm going to leave, and I'm just not going to say goodbye to anyone here. Right. I'm just going to fucking go.
Shady dip.
Yeah, or if I don't want to do something, I was like, well, I don't want to do that. And people are like, what do you mean you don't want to do it? I'm like, I just don't want to fucking do it. I'm not going to do it. Actually.
Yeah, I need to learn to be better at that because I say yes to a lot of things that I don't want to do. And then, like, in the moment when I'm doing it, I'm, like, mad at everybody.
Yeah. I've seen you in situations like that. And you're just like, someone will be like, hey, Hugh, like, what's going on? Like, I don't know. What the fuck do you think's going on? And they're like, man, he's being a dick tonight. I'm like, I just don't think he wants to be here. That's probably what it is.
Yeah, dude, I do that all the time. Like my friends will be like, hey, let's get like a fantasy baseball league going this year. And I'll be like, oh yeah, sounds cool. Like, because I was like, oh, I was with my friends. And then like week 6, they're like, Hugh, you got to change your roster. You're not keeping up with the fantasy baseball league. And I'm like, well, this is fucking stupid.
Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Fantasy
Like,
baseball.
you're taking this way too seriously. You're just rooting for some 21-year-old fucking Puerto Rican kid.
Yeah.
And, like, I just could care less. Like, I just want to see the Yankees win.
I was at a group chat with my high school friends at one time. And I remember I left because they were just talking. I'm like, I don't think we're on the same level of person anymore.
Yeah.
They all became adults, and I just kept not being an adult.
Right.
And they were like, fellas, I got something on my mind. Should I go with the beige couch or the powder blue? And it was like, oh, it's really going to tie the room together. And I was like, I don't fucking care about this. Shut up. Fucking powder blue couch.
I know, dude. I'm in a group text with, like, my friends from college. And, like, I swear to God, like, it's just every other month I'm congratulating someone on having a baby.
Yeah.
And it's just like they're up to like their third, fourth, like, you know, like some of these guys, like they, you know, two or three of them, I think, have like 3 kids. And I'm just like, yo, like I'm just not where you're at right now.
Have to be fucking 3 kids.
3 kids is a lot, you know.
My cousins were on the trip, obviously cousin's wedding, and then 2 of my cousins, we haven't seen them in a while because they each have 4 kids each, and obviously kids weren't on the vacation.
Right.
And I was looking at them, I was like, damn, this is probably the last time they're going to have a fun time like this in probably like 10 years.
I know.
Like, that's just shit.
Yeah.
That sucks, dude.
I know. It's like when you start having kids, you know, and you pop out like 3 or 4, like basically for like 18 years, you're like stuck.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, legally stuck.
Yeah.
They're still going to wander around for another like 15.
Yeah. You know,
like,
if they're anything like me,
you know. Like, if they're like us,
they're like 38. Like, Mom, pick up more Pop-Tarts.
Mom, got like $20 or something?
Yeah.
Mom, I'm drunk, but like I'm far away from my apartment. Can I like crash at your house? Like, they still got to see your fucking ass.
I know, but like, you know, when they're old enough to like start babysitting themselves, you know, like that's like okay, because then it's just like, all right, mommy wants to go out, you know, mom and dad want to go out, you know, and it's like you have like a 16-year-old or like I think that's like the legal age where they can like watch themselves, like 16, 17, something like that.
I mean, I'm leaving my kid at 12.
Yeah, 12's young, dude.
I'm gonna be like, well, dude, just, you know, you're not gonna stick a fork in an outlet.
That's like 7th grade.
You could do 7th grade. I was by 7th grade. I had already drank beers. I had already hooked up with a chick, and like, all right, I'll trust this guy on his own.
I was like 8th grade.
But then you gotta start getting worried about like, oh, are they gonna throw a party while we're gone?
Right.
You know, like then they get of age of that, and you're like, yeah, I want to leave you alone, but like, not if you're gonna
trust you.
Not if you're gonna invite like 100 psychos to my house.
No. Yeah.
And it's not even gonna be up to them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
dude, it was always crazy when like a freshman or a sophomore had a party.
The word gets
like,
out.
You were a senior, and like, you know, all the seniors just show up, and like, dude, like barbecues get thrown in pools. And, like fuck, like horrible shit. Where it's like these parents are coming back and they're fucking pissed. Dude,
it's yeah, man. Like, I remember I had a party when I was in high school, and I was a sophomore, so. I mean, that was when it was like just Facebook.
Right.
And the word still got around.
Yeah.
So I can't even imagine what it'd be like today.
Yeah.
Like, the word got around and like 170 people showed up. It was only supposed to be like 50.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I had like one of those decks. What's that? One of those decks? It's made of like recycled material.
Oh,
it's not like a tough material. It's not meant to have 170 people on it. Is what I'm saying. And the whole deck like dipped in.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and then it like it rained the night before my parents came home.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't have people over, and they're like, there's a fucking lake on the deck. Like, like what the fuck happened to the deck, dude?
Yeah.
And they're like, it's probably because you had too many kids here, and they just like sunk the deck in.
Yeah, I had a party when I was a freshman in college, actually, and I invited my college friends, like from the lacrosse team, and I had my high school friends, and I thought it was going to be, like, cool. And, dude, like, I guess, like, the college seniors were just like, yeah, you're a fucking freshman, you know, like, still. So, like, they, like, fucking fucked up my house bad.
Oh,
Like,
no.
yo, they stole all like the pictures of me as a kid, and like,
That's a fucking dick, bro.
yo, like my mom was like so upset. Like she had like pictures of me out, you know, and they fucking like stole them. We were gonna like make T-shirts or something, you know.
Oh my god.
And like I had to like fucking tell him. I was like, "Yo, dude, I don't fucking care that you stole them. Like, just like my mom's upset. You know, like,
Yeah.
can you like fucking stop?"
Can you please just give me the pictures back? My one friend got.
Dude, they ripped up like in Levittown. They had like these. They planted all these trees.
Yeah.
Like on like you know like you have the sidewalk and then there's like that little piece of grass.
Yeah.
So they fucking planted trees there. My house to this day is still the only house without trees because these guys fucking ripped them up. Like, dude, like they were like fucking big college seniors.
Yeah.
Like they just ripped trees out of the fucking ground.
And the town was like, "Yeah, we're not coming back."
Yeah, my mom was like, "Yeah, these fucking kids, they rip trees out of the ground. Like, can I get some trees?" They're like, "Nope, you only get 2."
You only get
Fucking
2 trees.
Levittown, old fucking Levittown.
My one friend, Leon, went to jail for 6 months
Oh,
because
shit.
I didn't go to the party,
Yeah.
but it was on the news. Like this chick, I'll leave her name out, but she had her friends over, and then she had a brother. The brother was in a hardcore band,
Okay.
so there was all those kids ended
Yeah.
up coming too. And dude, like her house got fucked up. Like they ripped the plumbing out of the wall.
Oh my god.
They took a dump on the brother's bed.
Shit.
They like tossed the drum set like down the stairs, and it was just like dude, ruined this house. Like
Wow.
thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah, that's fucked
And
up.
she blamed it on my friend Leon. And you know,
Yeah.
the cop. I guess Merrick's a very racist town. So,
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so they were like, "Yeah, it was him," and he went to jail for like 6 months.
Holy shit.
6 months or a year.
But it's like, how could one kid do all that fucking damage, you know?
Yeah, and like really, like
Ripping the plumbing out of the wall, that's fucking brutal.
because I remember like when he got sentenced, I was like, "Wait, what?" It was 6 months or a year.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Wait, he's going to jail for that? There's no
Holy fuck.
way."
Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't even at that party, and I know Leon didn't do that. Like, I know,
Yeah.
like, okay, maybe he fucking like threw something at the wall, like,
Right,
you know, like,
right.
you know, maybe, I don't know, did something, or
He
like,
maybe did something crazy, you know?
yeah, but like ripped the plumbing out of the wall,
Dude,
Like,
fucking-
no, he didn't, dude. But yeah, that's just what happened. It's unfortunate because he came back. He came back a different man. Like, you know,
yeah.
like when your friend gets out of prison and then he comes
Yeah.
back, because he's not the only friend I've had that like went to prison, and then we had to like rehabilitate him
Right.
to society. And like he's like, "Oh, there's this party going." He didn't go to parties for like a long time.
Wow.
Because he was just like, "No, I'm just
Yeah.
not."
I would, same thing, dude. Like, I got arrested on 2 New Year's Eves. Like, fucking.
That's how you do New Year's Eve.
Yeah, dude, I got arrested on 2 New Year's Eves. Fucking, I think it was 2011 and 2013.
Yeah.
And I haven't been out on New Year's Eve like since.
Yeah.
Like, cause it's just like if you fucking something like that happens to you, like where it's like a big fucking life changing moment.
Yeah.
You know, like I just got a fucking DWI. Like I didn't, go to jail, but
Yeah.
like. Like the whole, I had to like go through fucking court and get lawyers and shit. It was very expensive, and it's just like,
dude.
like even the first one, like that was like a fight, and like
Yeah.
I ended up beating up like an off-duty cop, So like when the cops ended up coming to that fucking scene, he just flashed his badge, and all of a sudden I'm in the wrong.
Yeah.
Like they're like, cops are not gonna believe that guy over some fucking I was 25.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a 25-year-old kid drunk on New Year's Eve. Like they're not gonna care what you have to say.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's still, I had to get a lawyer. You know,
It's a fucking thing now.
and we proved that guy was in the wrong, and it was just like, fuck it, like I'm just not going out, like on that day.
A fight's scary because a fight, like someone can die.
Yeah.
And I don't think you realize it in high school because I don't think you have. I mean, I guess some kids do. I didn't.
Yeah, you're
But-
not really aware of your mortality at 18.
No, I just think like I didn't have the power to kill someone when I was
Right.
like 15, 16. And then you start to become an adult and you start fucking leveling people.
Yeah.
No, you start mopping people up, or you get your fucking ass kicked real bad, and you're like, oh, like everyone's way stronger now.
Yeah.
Like everyone can really fuck someone up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially like like 2004, you know, like I was like a senior in high school, and like MMA started becoming huge.
Yeah, it's like when it started.
Yeah. So like now everyone's training, you know.
Yeah, now people, not only are people training left and right, but like jujitsu and like
Bro,
the
like,
martial arts as a whole, they've all gotten way better.
Think about in like the 80s, you know, like there was no one trained in fucking like Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Like the gyms weren't there.
Yeah.
You know, like if anything, you had like a dude that learned karate, and he would do the stupid stance, and like fucking people wouldn't take him seriously.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, unless you're like of the upper echelon of karate, like I'm talking like the top 10%, I don't know, man.
Right.
If someone shoots in on you, gets you to the ground.
Yeah,
or like, even if they're like Muay Thai, I think let's just say your average kid who does Muay Thai 3 days a week. He's been doing it for like 5 years.
That kid probably just
would
crush someone.
That guy would probably crush a karate guy.
Right.
Probably.
That's what I'm saying. In like the 80s, they probably had like karate gyms open. Like that was it. You know?
Yeah.
So it was just like if you were a wrestler, like you might have had like an advantage, or like if you like somehow took like boxing courses or something.
Boxing's badass.
You know, like you would have had an advantage in those fights. But like, dude, in like the mid 2000s, it's like you just started seeing guys with cauliflower ear at bars, and it's just like stay away from that fucking guy.
That guy will fucking fuck you up, dude.
Yeah.
It's I remember there was one time we were at RVC on the train platform. The fight breaks out. My friend got in it, and he didn't want to get in it, but you know, the fight just grows, and if you're anywhere near it, you just get pulled into it.
Oh yeah.
And so he's fighting some guy, he's doing well, and then another kid like just runs up to my friend and starts hitting him in the back of that. So now he's like trying to fight him off from each side. He's my best friend, so immediately I'm like, I gotta go do something.
Yeah.
And I like 2-step crow hopped it, and I last second I realized how hard that hit was gonna be, and I was like, kind of pepper that back a little bit.
Right.
And even then, still, I like the kid who got his back. I lined him up and just whack, and he just like melted.
Yeah,
and
just
like
crumpled,
fell back. But then the scary part was he started like rolling.
Oh my god!
And he almost rolled in the train tracks.
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
Yeah.
And then like he stopped like right at the edge. I was like, oh my god! And I turned around and just got fucking leveled in the eye. And I was trying to take the guy down.
Yeah.
Because he's bigger than me. I was like, you don't want to be on the feet with someone bigger than you. It's just not where you want to be.
Right.
And I shoot in, and I take him down. I'm running him. I run him back into a brick wall, but I didn't see the brick wall.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I mean, this guy's got a sprawl on him. I can't move this guy for shit. Like, I was like, this guy's like a tree stump. And I'm just running, and he is just battering my face. And then I got up, and everyone was like, Trav, your face looks bad.
Yeah.
And I walked into Casey's with like huge knots on my head. And they were like,
my God.
We can't have you in here.
Yeah.
Looking like that. Like,
my God.
Yeah.
Dude, those fights get kind of like funny sometimes.
When you look back at them.
Yeah. But like it's crazy to like fucking watch at times, you know.
I one Halloween we were dressed up as, I don't know if I tell these stories previously and I tell them again.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've told this story, but
I would stop you.
Yeah, but it was a Halloween and we were dressed up as Ben Franklin, Lincoln, Washington, and
awesome.
Then Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah.
And my friend who was dressed up as Washington got jumped by the McDonald's guys. And it was just like, we were like, whoa, where's Rogers? And we turned out, and it's just like George Washington getting beat up by Grimace and Ronald McDonald. And we were like, I went to go run over, but I was like, oh, that's pretty funny, actually. Okay, I'll go back. And then I ran hard, and we helped him out. But
yeah.
It was, it was a funny sight.
Dude, fucking Halloween fights were always crazy.
Yeah.
It's just like watching fucking people dressed up as insane shit. I had a stint where I just went as like a high school wrestler for like 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
I just would go out in spandex.
That's a ballsy move because I did Party Boy 1 year and it was fucking cold.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is rough.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, you're young, so your friends are like dickheads. Like, nah, you gotta wear the fucking costume,
Right.
or else
yeah.
you're fucking it up. You're a loser then.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then you at 18 is like, I'll show them.
Yeah, I'll show them.
And then
I'll
I'm
put
just-
the spandex back on.
And I'm just naked in a tuxedo bow tie.
And then I did Green Man from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That's a good one.
So I did like spandex for like 4 years straight. Like, it was just like that's what I did.
I feel like our generation of like, our generation of girls definitely fought more.
Yeah.
I remember like when I first got into
Girls were like brutal.
dude, like the girls in Calhoun from like the duration that I was in high school would like viciously fight in the hallways.
Yeah.
And it was like, Jesus Christ. And like seeing that as a freshman, you're like, I better keep my fucking head on a swivel in this place.
Yeah.
Because I'll just get beat up in the hallway.
Dude, there were some girls that like really fucking did damage to each other. Like, I think one chick ended up getting like arrested over a fight at high school. Like, if she like carry like a fucking knife on her, you know, like they were fucking crazy. Like
that's a Levittown move, knives.
Dude, yeah, dude. That's like
that's a your town thing.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking Marissa's told me some stories. She's got some people good, you know.
She stabbed someone?
No. She's fucking thrown down though. Like she I think like a car full of kids like jumped like her sister or something like that.
Marissa,
and then like Marissa found them and like beat up half the
yo,
car.
Marissa would not. Marissa would not be the one you want to fight.
Yeah, dude, she fucking throws down.
If you were a chick,
she told me a story where I think she broke some chick's nose and had to like go through court for all that, you know.
What do you think would make Marissa more angry in a fight? If someone fucked her boyfriend or if someone like beat up her sister?
Fuck the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Probably.
That seems to be the top thing for her.
Yeah, she's that would drive her fucking insane.
I've never seen her anything but like, oh, I've had some drinks and I'm in a happy mood. That's the only version of Marissa I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But like you could tell there's a darkness behind those eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. We told the story where it's like I think it was like the first show I ever brought her to. She almost fought some fucking
Oh,
chick.
you told me that, yeah.
Yeah, we told that story on like one of the earlier episodes. But like I was just like, oh, like she's serious. Like I thought like, oh yeah, like cute little chick, like she can't be like that crazy.
Yeah.
Like and then I saw that and I was like, oh yeah, she like if I got into a fight, I think she would just jump in.
That's a ride or die though. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. I've never dated a fighter.
Yeah.
I've never dated a fighter.
She definitely knows how to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because she's skinny, but
Yeah.
those skinny chicks fight to the brink.
Yeah.
Skinny people fight to the brinks. What is that? Like it's just you just don't have body fat, so you're like, I don't care. I just did nothing but like muscle and bone here, so I just absorb hits better.
I feel like bigger people like quit like earlier in fights.
Like there's more weight, so you get tired quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Because I think skinny. That skinny tall. That seems to be like anytime I was squaring up with someone who was like skinny and tall.
Right.
There's gonna be a fight, and then it is.
Yeah.
It's Yeah, I've never dated a fighter, man.
Yeah.
In college, I dated a chick who talked a lot of shit.
Right.
And I hated her. So I was.
You dated her and hated her.
I couldn't stand her fucking guts, dude.
Oh my God.
I fucking hated her.
Yeah.
Because she was just such a bitch. And she thought she was better than people. I'm like, you're a fucking nerd. Really.
Yeah.
I don't care how much money you make later in life. You're a loser.
Yeah.
And you have no friends. And you're probably always. And I've never met up with her again later in life, but we talked. And it's like, oh, cool. So now you're at the stage where you do have money.
Yeah.
And you do have this really nice house, but you still have no friends.
Exactly.
Have fun rotting in a big house alone.
Those are the people that like make friends with like one other couple and then like that's it. They have like game night.
Yeah.
They're like, well, let's play Monopoly and open a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
It's like, shut up, nerd.
she's strange. She's a strange chick. And but yeah, I remember that was when I first started doing jujitsu. And she was like, oh, are there women there? And I was like, yeah, there's some. Are they good looking? And I was like, and I knew where she was going with that. And I was like, no. And she went on the Facebook page. She found all the chicks that were going there, and 2 were good looking.
Yeah.
And then one was like older than me. And she was like, what about that one? And I was like, oh, that's so and so. We're friends. She said, do you like roll around with her? And I was like, I do. And she's like, I don't fucking like that. I'll come in there and I'll do this and that.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, you probably should. You probably should go in there and go fight her. Go show her what's up.
Yeah.
And she came.
Oh, wow.
And I think that like it got real.
Yeah.
And she was standing there in front of the girl and she was like, oh, I don't want that smoke.
Yeah.
And I was praying so bad that she got on the mat and just got her ass fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
That would have been hilarious. I would have been like, oh, I would have coached the other girl.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I would be like, fucking no, put her head in the floor, knee on the sternum, knee on the sternum.
Dude, it's funny when girls like get that attitude, like, oh, I'm gonna come in here and do this and that. Like I saw a video on Facebook. It was like this like chick who's basically like an OnlyFans chick, you know, and she cuts hair in like like a bikini or fucking like underwear, like she's half naked.
Oh, she cuts the hair in the bikini. Okay.
Yeah, she's like cutting dude's hair and
Yeah.
she's like half naked,
Okay.
And like she like when she like shaves your face, she's like on top of your lap. And I was
Okay.
like, Marissa, what would you do if I went to a bar?
Oh my God, Marissa would fucking slit her throat, dude.
I showed her the video, and the first thing comes out of her mouth. She goes, "I'd throw acid all over her." I was like, "What?"
Yo, can we one day, like, just try to rile Marissa up? I'm sorry, Marissa. Please don't stab me.
Yeah.
Let's try to but we can't make it too obvious.
Yeah.
Because then she'll know we're fucking with her, and she's like, I'm actually just gonna fucking leave.
Yeah. No,
or she'll hit us.
She would like take it like way too serious.
Oh my
I'd
God.
probably get hit in that scenario.
What if I was like, I'm trying to think, like, how can I get her to attack me?
Oh God.
What if I would say like, hey, I've been cheating on my girlfriend. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't think I'd like it at first, and then I did it, and I was like, wow, what a time.
It's probably something like I started seeing some girl and she's got a friend, and I'm gonna drag Hugh out, just to like.
That's so bad.
And I just need to drag him out to keep the other one busy.
And it's like,
And
listen,
she'll just fucking light you up.
it's like, listen, he knows that he's with you, so
Yeah.
it's not going to be a problem. But like, the girl that I'm seeing, her friend is going to be there, and she's just out of a relationship, and she's, just because she's really horny all the time doesn't mean that Hugh's going to do it. But I'm going to drag him anyway. It's going to be a fun night. She'd be like,
Yeah, she would fucking not like that one.
what do you think would happen if Marissa fought a girl for you, but then she lost? What do you?
I'd probably jump in.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably like it if a lot of people were around. I don't know what I would do.
Well, I'm saying, how do you think she would handle that psychologically? Would she be like, babe, I saw something I had to fight for, and I did, and I lost, but we still love each other?
Yeah.
Or do you think she'd pull like a Joe Pesci from Casino, where he's like, yeah, if I don't kill you that day, I'll see you at the bank and I'll crack your fucking head open.
Yeah.
And I'll just keep coming back and back until one of us is dead.
I don't know, because she told me she's never even been punched in the face. Like, she just fucking like goes at people like a gorilla.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't lose fights, so I don't know.
That is a tactic. That's what I
Yeah.
did growing up. Just like, because I was small, but
Yeah.
I was really quick. I knew how to wrestle and stuff. I was strong, but 135 pounds is 135 pounds.
Yeah.
You can't just be out there like trading blows.
That's it. I did that to someone. Like, this guy was like a wrestler in high school. He was like all county.
Yeah.
And like I was like 220 in college, and we were drinking. And like this guy was like saying like how wrestling is just such a big advantage in a fight. And I'm like, no, size is, and I'm telling him, like, dude, like, you're like 135 pounds. I'm like 220. Your wrestling would mean shit in a fight. And like he like, I amped him up to the point where he's like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. And it wasn't gonna be like a fight. It was just gonna be like a wrestling match.
Yeah.
But like, yo, he tried to take me down, and I just sprawled and put like all 225 on him, and like he just fell to the dirt. And I was just like messing with him at that point, like messing up his hair.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I just like demoralized him, and he got so mad.
That probably ruined the rest of his month.
He fucking left. He like left the party.
Definitely left.
He fucking got really mad.
We have 135. It's not a lot of man.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. And it's like I was like always bigger. I was like 6 foot, like 210, 220.
And you weren't just like a 220 like stupid dumb retard.
No.
You were like, just like I work construction.
Yeah,
and I
like
never played a sport in my life.
My dad taught me how to box.
Yeah, like you played lacrosse.
Yeah,
played
like
sports
I was
at a college
athletic
level.
220. I took some classes like jujitsu and fucking Muay Thai. Like I never stuck with it. But
yeah, you were an active athletic 220. That's
like,
a different fucking ball game.
Yeah, I wrestled for like a couple of years. I kind of had like
what a sprawl. You know what a sprawl is.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
So, watch me. I get lit up by the construction community.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we're not all retarded.
Yeah, we're not retarded.
Also, it's not. You can't say that anymore.
Yeah.
Can't say the R word.
Oh, imagine like the construction crew like became like PC.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, hey, you can't say that over here in local 229. Like we don't call people the R word.
Go back down in that tunnel, you big goof.
Yeah, you better get out of here.
I think that's a community that will never change. I think that's.
God.
What other communities do you think will never change?
Most unions.
Unions, yeah.
Yeah, most unions. Like, unless, like, they just get, like, fucking taken away. Because, like, politicians, like, are trying to, like, get, like, the right to work states,
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, like, a lot of politicians don't like unions.
Really? Oh, yeah, they don't. Because, like, what they kind of, they make less money off of unions, clearly.
Well, yeah, and it's also, like, this union doesn't vote for me. Mostly like a union is gonna try to vote like as a whole, so like say like my union's like 5,000 members, like 5,000 votes all of a sudden go towards Biden because Trump fucking hates unions, like
I would imagine. I mean, would unions be a red thing?
No,
really,
not typically,
really,
yeah, typically it's a Democrat thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm such an idiot,
like,
dude.
This is what happens, though, is, like, old boomers, like, in the union, they're just so pro-Trump. Like, they don't even care what the union has to say anymore. They're just, nope, Trump's my guy. Like, he's the guy. He's going to drain the fucking swamp. Because they're just, like the boomers, like...
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah. At
the gas station?
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe.
They put up the stickers at the gas station. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Jojo.
Yeah, dude. And it's like they don't vote with like their own wallet, but like, that's on them. But
I can't. I don't think I could ever see myself be like really getting into politics. I just don't, because I think. I grew up, my mom's very right and my dad's very left.
Yeah.
So, like, when they get into fights, dude, they say things that you, like, cannot take back.
Yeah.
So, I think I just grew up around that and I was like, ugh, I don't want anything to even do with that. It's kind of like having, like, your parents an alcoholic.
Yeah.
You're either going to become that or you're going to be like, no, like, that's...
Yeah, my dad's very political,
Yeah.
He's 100% right, though,
Yeah.
Like he's no, he's left. So,
really?
Yeah, he's left.
Max left?
Left is the fucking Democrats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your dad's left?
My dad's left.
I thought he would have been like a Trump guy.
He sounds like he is.
Yeah.
Because he's bald. His name's Tony.
Yeah.
And he's just like, hey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like most people would think my dad like would do that.
Yeah, I thought he was right.
No, he's like totally fucking left. And because for the most part, like Hillary Clinton like came to like our union dinner dance, like
shit. Okay.
The Democrats like have been usually nice to our union, and like they want tax cuts for like the middle class and
Yeah.
like stuff like that. So like our business agents always tell us to just vote with our wallet. Like it doesn't
That's
matter.
smart,
It doesn't matter. Like say you're fucking so anti-abortion, like you want to vote fucking right. It's like, well, these guys are gonna make you more money.
Yeah.
So as a union, you should vote for them.
Yeah.
But like just a lot of the guys like in my union, they don't do that anymore. It's just like, but like I don't like to pay attention to the politics
I don't.
too much.
It's just
not my thing.
like that's the only thing that'll make a grown adult, like two grown adults, fight in the street.
Yeah.
Like two like 50-year-old men.
You know what I've noticed is that like politics became like a two-team like sporting event.
Yeah, it's what it is.
You
it's like
people are just rooting for their guy.
It's like no one's gonna fix it.
It's just like
no one's gonna fix it.
If we like boil down baseball to like Yankees, Red Sox.
Yeah.
And you're just either a Yankees fan or a Red Sox fan.
Yeah.
And that's all you get.
Yeah.
And it's just like people just vote for their guy no matter what it does. It's just like, well, he's a fucking Republican, so I'm a Republican, and that's what I'm going to do. Like,
I think we should all just admit that life is terrifying.
Yeah.
And let's just try to do the best that we can do.
We should also fucking stop getting candidates that are like 70 years old.
Dude, why is that? Why do we have like
idea.
old ass men?
I have no idea.
The one guy from Ukraine was like a 45-year-old comedian.
Yeah, dude, the Canadian Prime Minister, like Justin Trudeau, he's just like a fucking in his 40s, like a handsome guy.
I was gonna say he's hot, right?
Yeah, he's a good looking guy.
Yeah, it's like let's just get like a hot fucking
Well, that's what that's what I liked about Obama. Like he came off as like a young, like new president.
He was a great speaker.
Yeah.
He could sell me like a piece of shit.
Oh, definitely.
And I'd be like, all right. I mean, he's got some points.
Yeah. But it's just like, even with Trump and Biden, whoever you want to fucking vote for, like they're both like
I think
way past their fucking prime.
Yeah,
mentally,
you're not gonna. Like your brain is not meant to operate at that level at that age.
No,
like, there's no way.
And it's just like I would just like a guy like say in his 50s that like if he gets voted fucking 2 terms, he's like walking out 58. He's still like fucking healthy. These guys are like running at like 65, and then like they're ending their presidency at like 73 years old.
Dude, imagine being 70 years old.
Yeah.
You wake up one morning as a 70-year-old man, and you get emails, texts. Someone calls, hey, Germany was thinking about selling you this amount of missiles, but also the Saudi Arabians may do this with the oil. Also, if you fuck this up, we're all dead.
Right.
I'd be like, I'm 70 years old.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like
I'm not going to deal with this right now.
The presidency is almost just like a fucking figurehead. Like for Trump and Biden, both of them, I can't see them actually making decisions. Like it's like their team around them.
Yeah.
Because they're just like that fucking old. Like
our president has to be able to get his dick hard.
That's what I'm saying. Like there should be a requirement.
I want a hard dick president.
Hard dick president.
I'm enough farting around with these soft dick losers. These limp dicked debutantes. I'm done. I want my president.
Yeah, they shouldn't need fucking Viagra.
Yeah, I want him to be fully hard. I want him fired up.
Yeah, fired up, ready to go. Like Clinton, that guy fucking hard dick president.
Playing the fucking saxophone?
Yeah, he was playing the sax, with his sunglasses on SNL.
No, I think it was Arsenio Hall show.
Arsenio?
I think that's
what
what
it was on
Arsenio Hall.
SNL.
It's funny because when he did that, I think all the Republicans watching it were like, fuck, we just lost the black people. Clinton just scooped up every black person in this nation. Just a super cool.
Cool thing about
guy.
SNL, though, Shane Gillis is hosting.
Is he?
Yeah,
no.
dude.
Stop it.
I swear to God, Gillis is hosting February 24th, SNL.
Dude, I'm fucking watching the shit out of that.
Dude, it should be, I don't know how great SNL is anymore, but Shane Gillis is fucking hilarious. And like, I'm just so glad that like he went from getting fired to like now he's so big that they're like, you want to host?
I would be, would you be, obviously, I don't know the text and calls and conversations that he's had with them
Yeah.
since he's been fired. But like, imagine like you get fired from a job
Yeah.
and then you go back.
Fired from a job that you didn't even get to work. You know?
You get fired from a job and then they call you back like, hey, you're actually a real big deal. We need you.
Yeah.
You know, that would kind of be like, hey, fucking.
I know. For me, I think I might even like turn it down and like make it public, you know?
Yeah.
Like they wanted me back and I was like, fuck you.
I think I'd probably
You
turn it
know?
down.
Maybe like the first one at least, you know? But like, I don't know. Like that was like, that must have been so damaging for him, like getting like SNL. Like, it's a huge break, and then getting like fired. That like must have fucked with his like psyche.
I'd be like, where do I go now?
Yeah,
I don't know. I want to share one more story because we were talking about Republican stuff. I don't take it seriously at all, politics.
Yeah,
like, at all. And I remember, so Long Island has this thing called the Republican Club. And so it's pretty much just like, it's like a group that helps you get jobs and whatever. My friend's part of it. And it's gotten him a bunch of jobs. One night we were out just drinking, doing blow, and just like, and you know, it was one of those mornings, you know, we were still drinking whiskey still.
Where is this Republican club?
This one met in Belmore.
I
remember. And I walked, I'm like, dude, I cannot go to this Republican meeting right now.
Right.
I'm like, on cocaine and I'm drunk.
He's
like, nah, you gotta come, you gotta check it out. So we went and I just walked in there like,
oh my God.
And they're like, all right, so we're gonna go door to door with these pamphlets and we're just gonna tell the people in the neighborhood and in the area why to keep voting Republican. And that's what we want you guys to do. And so I'm shaking people's hands like, I hope we vote Republican. And they're like, what is going on with this fucking guy?
Holy shit.
Ed Mangano walks in.
Yeah.
And I you know, I could tell he's an important person.
Right.
And then my friend's like, oh, it's Ed Mangano. And I was like, oh, shit. I hope I can't, fuck it. I got to turn away. I hope Ed Mangano doesn't see me.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, call him over. Hey, Ed. Ed. And I was like, do not call Ed Mangano over here. So I'm like, thank you for the opportunity, sir. Yeah. I shake his hand. I'm like sweating.
Oh, my God.
I have like coke in my nostrils. And he was like, all right, well, you know what you got to do today, right? And I was like, yeah. Dude, I was going door to door. Like, don't forget to vote Republican. And they were like, oh my God. People were like, yeah.
Like just chewing your face off. Like,
yeah. No, I was at the stage where like you couldn't talk.
Oh, yeah.
I was at the stage where I've done too much coke. I'm turned the stone.
Yeah.
And then they were like, what is going on with this kid?
That's crazy.
That was such an embarrassing moment of my life.
It's weird you bring up the Republican Club because I think in college, I used to live in Sayville, and we used to live down a block from a Republican club. And we used to break in there at night and steal all the pictures off the wall of like the presidents.
Like, God damn it! How many times do we got to replace this fucking thing?
They had like no cameras, no security system. Like you fucking Republicans.
I tell you who does have cameras: the Democrat Club. That's who they. They don't go door to door. They just do it through email. You know?
People used to come to our apartment. I had an apartment with two guys, and we just had like pictures of fucking Republican presidents.
That's hilarious, dude.
All over the walls.
That's a hysterical fucking. Because clearly, like you're like, oh, you guys are like going to your house, and there's pictures of like George Bush everywhere.
Yeah,
like, he's being a dick with these. He doesn't really care.
No,
it's like I don't think this guy votes,
dude. Because we used to tell stories like to the lacrosse team, like about like the apartment that people used to just fucking like, dude, this is hilarious. You got to bring me, because like we like there was one bar in like Sayville. It was called the Halfpenny Pub, and like on the way to the Halfpenny Pub from our apartment, we would walk, and I would show them, and I would be like, all right, here's the Republican Club, here's the gay bar. There was a gay bar called the Bunkhouse, and we would tell these stories about how we were going in. So like we used to just like one day we just like ran out of money, and we were daring each other. We're just like, all right, like we still want to drink. How much to just slap your cock on the gay bar and just get free drinks all night?
People like, get it out of here,
dude. So we went in. We went in. I swear to God, we were like the fucking belle of the ball. Dude, they ordered pizzas for us. We fucking drank like all night. Like my one friend, I think, got roofied. Like, dude, it was fucking crazy. And like, so then after that, then like, you know, like other guys that came with us that didn't live at the apartment, like they would go and tell the story to the lacrosse team, and they're like, everybody would just be like, all right, you got to take me to the gay bar and a Republican club.
Yes.
And like we're like,
bringing you guys business.
Yeah, and we would fucking go and dude, it was wild. Dude, it was just like crazy, just like walking into the place and just like all of a sudden everybody wants to buy me a drink.
How long do you think you'd be able to? Okay, so say, hey, one day someone tells you that's the only way you can drink now. It's the only way you can get drinks. If you want to drink, you got to go to a gay bar and you got to flirt, and that's how you got to make your keep around here. How long do you think you could keep that up?
I don't know. At least a year or two.
Just pretending to be gay.
I could definitely pull that off.
You bump into someone like during the week at Moe's, like, "Hey, Hugh," like, I don't know who that guy is.
Yeah. Keep it at the bar, fella.
That's when we were dancing. Oh, Hugh's such a good dancer. I'd be like, "Fuck, dude." What do you think Marissa would do?
Oh God. She would fucking. She'd fight a dude. She'd fight a dude.
You're in Moe's or 7-Eleven or fucking wherever.
Yeah.
And a very flamboyant homosexual man comes and he's like, "Hugh?" And you're like, "Hey, what's going on, brother?" You're trying to play it off cool, but there's no cool with him. And he's like touching your shoulder and he's like, "Oh, who's this? This is Marissa. You were talking about her, right? Let me tell you something about you. He's such a good dancer. So strong, too." And he's loyal. He just didn't leave me alone the whole night. He made sure I got home okay. What do you think Marissa would do?
She would go wild on that gay guy. She would fucking choke him out. She would fucking... He would just be scratched up. Like,
oh my God.
It'd be like he got into a fight with a bobcat.
Oh my God. He made sure I got home okay. That's the best about him.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, fuck.
That's it. That's good.
I think we got to wrap up, right?
Yeah, I guess we got to wrap up. I got to trying to find out where this show is.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I'll plug too. What I got, March 8th at the Giggle Room here in Governors, and April 19th, also Giggle Room Governors. Come down to those, govs.com for tickets. You can follow me at The Logic on most social media. Treading Water Podcast also, whatever.
So I can't find this flyer right now, but just follow me on Trav_Grant. I'm going to post it tonight and obviously tomorrow about like the whereabouts.
Are you on the one with Perillo? No.
Lockaruba's thing.
Oh, Lockaruba.
And then if you're in AC, I know people, hey, you're in AC, hit me up. Guys, if you're in AC, I'm going to be at Rhythm and Spirits at 8:30. That's Rhythm and Spirits at 8:30. I'm going to be running 45 there. And yes, it'll be a longer set. It'll be fun. We'll rock out.
Hell yeah.
Other than that, I'm in the midst of making these films, these things. And,
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll let you know when those come out too. So yeah, Trav_Grant. I'll keep you updated. Deuces.